Do. I'm swag and I know it. I'm swag and I. Hey, D'Angelo, what's wrong, man? Man, look, JC, somebody stole all the freaking mob heads. What? No, we gotta report this because if we don't report this, man, it's gonna look bad. So we gotta let somebody know. Dude, calm down. Why, man? I know where the mob head at. Where is it? Dun, dun, dun. Man, that dude Alfred Payton just took our mob heads, man, and put it on his head, man. Look at him. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, look at it. It's all over his head, man. Might got a little bit lice in there or something. I don't know. Well, let's go get it back. Yeah. Hey, Peyton, can we talk to you for a minute? Yeah, what's up, guys? Hey, man, we just want to know, is that a mop head on your head? No, man, that's my hair, man. Why would y'all guys say that? Dude, your hair look just like a mop head. Let me see. Can I grab? Man, get out of my hair, man. Let me see it. Man, grab it and make sure it's his. Man, hold him down. Oh, no, get out of me, man. Get out of me, man. What y'all guys doing? That's my hair, man. That's my hair. We sorry, man. We thought it was a mop head. Damn it, JC. Look what you done did. Man, I thought it was. I mean, shucks, look at it. It look like a freaking mop. Who can tell? What a daggone mop on his head looking like Sideshow Bob or something. The freak. Shaka-daka-dooby, baby. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Urban Lover, coming from your mama's basement. Down in Florida, right there where the Gators are, where they don't have no basement. Everything sits above level. So when the water come in, it wets your feet and your toenails. I'm messing with you guys. But anyway, we did a sweep. They wanted to pull the mop up because it was so wet, you couldn't really sweep it. You're in Florida, they were looking for a mop, but they couldn't find a mop. So, it is what it is. But we went down to Florida, and we actually swept. We can't say swept, so we got to say we mopped them off the floor. Now, all I want to say is kudos to the LA Lakers, winning back-to-back games, and not just winning them, but actually blowing teams out. The beautiful thing about this is that Orlando is a good front defensive team. They got a nice front of a bunch of defensive guys, man, and the Lakers did their thing. Ibaka and Biyombo, they did their thing. Both of them had double digits, double rebounds and double points. I mean, they did their thing, but I'm gonna share something with you guys that a lot of people don't really talk about. And I always give credit where credit's due, and I also critique players when they're doing wrong. Now, the thing is, one thing about this is this. Now, we still were getting burnt on a perimeter, but here's the beautiful thing about that. If you look at the guards, percentage, field goal percentage, we made it hard for them to score. Like Peyton, he was 4 for 11. Fournier was 6 for 16. So we made it hard for them to score. These guys, they shoot over 50%. So we actually ran them off the perimeter, which I like. I mean, they still got some shots off. Especially Vucevic, whatever his name is, he got a lot of shots off, but that based on the fact that this guy can bang threes. But he was only 1 for 4, so it wasn't too bad. But he was hitting a lot of 15 footers and stuff like that. And that's the whole thing. They were trying to open up the paint so that their bigs can really dominate down low. But the Lakers played pretty good defense, man, and that's all. That's all I want. I mean, I know we're not the best defensive team, but at least try. And I don't really had nothing really bad to say about the players. I was happy, I was excited about the way they were playing. They came out with poise. They was on fire. I love it. And one thing I like to say, because everybody keeps talking about Nick Young should come off the bench. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. At this point in time, I don't think he should come off the bench, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Okay, first and foremost, Randall and Brandon Ingram play styles almost similar. What I mean by that is the way Luke Walton got them bringing the ball up over the court. Both of them are actually guys who, penetrate the paint. So what happens is Brandon Ingram, he shoots the three, but he prefers to go to the paint more. He's a slasher, and he's utilizing his ability to get to the paint to execute more. See, the thing is, at the end of the day, is that you got to have balance. You can't have all your good players in the starting lineup and then don't have 2 good people coming off the bench. When you got balance, you can work it however you want to work it. I tell people over and over again, it doesn't matter if you start. It really is about who finished, to be honest with you. Because at the end of the day, just because somebody start doesn't mean they're going to be the main person in that, within that structure. And what I mean by that is this. Brandon Ingram is probably the only person that was getting 30-something minutes when Lou Aldane went out, when Larry Nance went out, when Russell went out. He was the only person that was getting the most minutes out of all that. At the end of the day, he's basically closing out games with D'Angelo Russell, Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, and mostly it'd be Larry Nance, but since Larry Nance there, it'd been Lou Deng. So those 5 have been mostly closing out games. He's getting his minutes, and people keep telling him, he got to start. No, you got to have it balanced, man, because at the end of the day, what people fail to realize, Nick Young, when he's hot, he's hot. And by them spreading the floor, it opened up a better opportunity for Russell to get his points. And people say, oh, he's taking points away from Russell by Nick Young, shooting this and that. That's not true. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times Russell is set up as the point guard to be the facilitator of making sure everybody else get involved. So he would pass first and look for a shot second. He wasn't aggressive. Now he's being aggressive. Now Julius Randle is actually is more of the facilitator where he's getting everybody involved. And it's making it easier for D'Angelo Russell now, because D'Angelo Russell is playing just like Nick Young, coming off the pick, and getting set shots or playing off the ball, and which is making his game much better. And a lot of people ain't seeing that, but that's what I've been saying over and over again, that he's better coming off off the pick, playing as a 2, and you don't actually have to be the 2 at the number 2 spot. Like, you be the point guard, but that don't mean that you gotta bring the ball down, because Julius Randle bring the ball down 90% of the time, in that starting unit. Now Ingram, like I said before, he is the man for that second unit. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, people are like, well, Jordan Clarkson and Lou Williams are taking shots from him. No, it's not that. He's an unselfish player. He plays within the system. Brandon Ingram, remember, what y'all fail to realize, Brandon Ingram is the one that brings the ball down. So by him bringing the ball down, just like Julius Randle, he has the option to go to the paint or take the shot. He already getting the green light, but he chooses to get other people ball. That's why he came out and said, guys got to be more unselfish and pass more. Because what he was saying was true. Guys got to, sometimes, even though you might make a little layup in the inside or something like that, even though you might have made that shot, but there's always somebody sitting there that's wide open. And I prefer players to go to the paint and actually score more than pass for an open 3 shot. And the reason why I say that, because going to the paint is a much more high percentage of you scoring or getting the N1 than somebody shooting a 3. You know what I'm saying? When you live by the 3, you die by the 3. Simple as that. And the Lakers, this game right here, they only shot. Well, they did shot a lot of threes. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, they shot a lot, but this is at the time they were blowing them out, so it don't really matter. They were taking a lot of threes, especially Lou Williams. Lou Williams 0 for 7. He was just chunking them up. Nick Young 0 for 4, chunking them up. Jordan Clark 1 for 5. But this is at the time they were blowing them out, so it don't really matter. I'm not even gonna look at that. But the beginning of the game, before they opened it up, they were actually going to the paint, drawing fouls, and I like it. Russell, he went to the free throw line a couple times. Like I said, he got to get his name out there, because a lot of refs are not gonna call all the fouls. Julius Randle going to the paint, drawing fouls. Brandon Ingram going to the paint, drawing fouls. Tar Black, got a couple N1s, and it was beautiful, man. I mean, already know Lou Williams go to the paint, so they were going through the free throw line. That's what I kind of like, is like when they was going to the paint and actually getting more people involved. When they play like that, man, it's really hard to beat the Lakers, man, because they getting everybody involved. Everybody was playing. We had 6 people in double digits, almost 7, because Jordan Clarkson was only a point away from getting it. Tar Black had 7, so the distribution of the ball was beautiful. Julius Randle played 34 minutes. He was 6 for 12. He was 1 for 1 behind the 3-point arc. When he shot that, I said on Twitter, like, I'm going to Royal Farm real quick, because he hit a 3. Once I seen Julius Randle hit 3, I knew the game was over. That's how I looked at it, you know what I mean? And it was still close, but I knew it was over. Anyway, Julius Randle had 19 points. He had 5 assists, 9 rebounds, only 2 turnovers. He had a come from behind block. He had a steal. Lou Deng played pretty good. This game, his shooting percentage his field goal percentage wasn't good, but he did a lot of things, like defensive wise. He had 3 rebounds. Nothing really else. He had 11 points though. He had a couple crucial threes. But not really crucial, but one that was during the point when the game was already out of whack. But he, like I said, he still did his thing. Wasn't expecting him to score much, because when you got Russell and Ingram and all them guys scoring, it's good to not see him take as many shots and just play within the system. Russell, another good game, his 3rd good game. And for all those keep saying Russell's bum, he need to be traded, he's a bust and all this and that, hush your mouth, guys. Seriously. Like I told guys over again, Russell's not a bum. It's more that they're trying to get him to play point, something that he's not really used to on the NBA level. He's probably better as a 2 guard, so that's why they've been having Julius Randle bring it down. But eventually, once D'Angelo Russell get more into a rhythm, he did have 2 turnovers towards the end, which didn't matter. But, that's just to go to show the reason why Luke Walton wanted Julius Randle to bring the ball down, to get Russell to get more set up. They got Russell coming off the screen, just like Nick Young. For all those keep saying, Nick Young take a lot of shots, contested shots, which first and foremost is not true, because a lot of shots are wide open shots. He just ain't been hitting. And after I watch Nick Young, I watch all these guys closely. He's not taking a lot of shots that actually contested, because at the end of the day, a lot of the shots they take are open shots, and then a good small portion of them shots are contested shots. Same with Russell. Russell just hitting his, and sometimes Nick Young hit his as well. But they playing good off the screen with Julius Randle bringing the ball down, and I love it because it opens up the floor. Miles is getting more involved, and I like it. Miles had 30 minutes. It was a good matchup for Miles against the Towers in Orlando. They utilized Miles, and I was happy that they gave him the time. The guy Buisic, whatever his name is, he kept coming out hitting jumpers, and they brought Tar Black on him. But Miles did pretty good, man. He had 15 points, 9 boards, 1 steal, 2 assists. The same thing I said about D'Angelo Russell passing the ball down low to him. Somebody else did it, passed the ball down low. He fumbled it. And I'd say over and over again, with somebody like Miles, you got to throw it up, from the waist up. You can't throw it down low because somebody, his height is going to be hard for him to get down and get that ball. You know what I'm saying? He's not, he's not agile. You know what I'm saying? He's immobile. You know what I'm saying? So you got to play him according to his strength as well. If and I know he can't catch lob, but throw the ball to him from the waist up. Anyway, they still had a good game. Nick Young didn't do too much, and they took him out the game, which is kind of cool. This is what I'm talking about. When you having a bad game, don't let a guy sit there and just continue to eat up minutes. You know what I'm saying? Take him out the game. You got enough players on that bench to bring in and utilize him. So when Nick Young was struggling, they brought Brandon Ingram in, which was good. Brandon had a good game. This is third straight. This is what? Second game he had scored 17 points. Actually, the third game, because he had one against Toronto where he scored 17 points. But the last couple games, he has been aggressive going to the paint, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to really fill his niche, and I like the way Luke Walton is bringing him along slowly. For all of them keep saying Brandon Ingram's a bust. I told people over and over again, for the idiot fools that keep saying Brandon Ingram's a bust, let me share something with you guys. Go back to the draft. How many good players came out of that draft? Enough said. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, they won a big draft class, so you take the best that's available. And they took Brandon Ingram. They would have got Simmons, but Simmons went to Philadelphia, which is cool. We took Brandon because we believe that Brandon Ingram can fit that small forward spot. But now, like I said, because we got Lou Aldane, we got Nick Young. If they rotate Nick Young into the small forward, however you want to do it, put Brandon Ingram at the 2 guard. You have enough weapons to utilize in order for Brandon to come along slowly. They don't have to force Brandon Ingram. Now, Tar Black, like I said, he had a good game. Now, a lot of people say, well, his stats didn't look good. Personally, Tar Black had a good game physically as defensive-wise. His stats don't look too good. He only 7 points and 3 rebounds. He only played 12 minutes. But he still had a good game. And Robinson, he's just one of those physical animals, man. He had 1 block. He had a steal. He had 6 rebounds, 4 points. Remember, this is only in 10 minutes, man. This guy's a freaking beast. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that, I don't know, man. I don't think Zublock ever get a chance to play, man. But, it is what it is, man. We winning. I'm happy. Shucks, I don't care. Jordan Clarkson, 3 for 9, had to come back for, about to give Dragic, the 1-2 style, and I'm happy that he didn't get kicked out the game, or miss this game. He might still get fined. I don't know what they might do, you know what I'm saying, but I'm happy to see him there. He was aggressive going to the paint. I love it. He had 9 points. He played within the system. He didn't take he took 9 shots and played 30 minutes, but he played 29 minutes, but he played within the system, which is good. He did have 4 assists. He had that nice little pass where he, went to the paint and he kicked out D'Angelo for the nice little hook shot. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it can work if depending on how the Lakers want to do. Lakers can rotate their roster however they choose to want to. They could put, anybody in the starting lineup. They can put anybody in the second unit. However they choose to do. At the end of the day, it's all about how many minutes you get and who's closing out the game. That's what it really matters. It don't matter who start. It doesn't matter who close out the games and who's getting the minutes on the floor. You can start and only get 10 minutes. It don't matter. Look at Miles good. Miles was getting like 15, 16 minutes just because he was starting. And somebody say, oh, because he's making the money. That don't mean nothing. Because in reality, even if you're making a lot of money and you're a bust, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't really doing nothing. You think a team really going to continue to keep you in the out there on the floor if you're not doing them? No, they're going to sit you down and eventually going to try to move you. So I guess it's based on what Lou wants in his eyes according to matchup. So I'm going to bring Miles out against Ibaka and all them guys, you know what I'm saying? But when I play them small lineups, I can, switch it up. How many choose to do it, I don't care. As long as they win, that's all that matters in my book. Lou Williams didn't have a good shooting game. He was 0 for 7. He was really trying to hit the 3. I guess he was trying his best. He had 10 points. But the funny thing is, everybody talking about Nick Young, but when Lou Williams had a bad game, nobody talk about Lou Williams and how he jack up shots. But I'm cool with that, because Lou Williams does that coming off the bench. But at the end of the day, what people fail to realize, who constantly keep getting on Nick Young, when we were struggling, Nick Young was the only person in that first unit that was keeping us going. As soon as D'Angelo Russell started getting hot now and they started knocking down shots and Julius Randle started to play good, and everybody want to get rid of him, everybody want to sit him on the bench. But during the stretch, when we were struggling, there was no problem with Nick Young then. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Your man Urban Lover. The hype box is at the beginning. That's when I'm going to start dropping. I'm going to start dropping some crazy stuff at the beginning to get you guys laughing. I enjoy the game. I hope y'all guys enjoy the game. A win is a win. We take it as it is. Slowly climbing to the top, guys. I still believe in my heart they're going to win 30 games. This is just me. I believe it. I'm going to stick to my grain of salt. If not, I'm not making no more videos no more. I'm cutting my hair bald, and I'm going to make a video of me cutting my hair bald, you know, with my eyes closed so y'all can see it. But anyway, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section, tell me what you like. Y'all take care, have a blessed day, and as always, be safe out there.